Denon has finally done it. They've come out with their new Prime series, which includes a new media player, a mixer, and some new software. In this video, we're going to go through those items, and I'll do a mini comparison of what's happening against Pioneer.
DJ Roubo.
So Denon has finally done it. They've come out with a new media player, the SC5000, a new mixer, the X1800, and what I thought was their biggest weakness previously was their software preparation application called Engine. And so they have come out with new versions of all three. On the media player front, there are three major things that that stand out when I looked at it. One, obviously, is that huge colorful display that's touch sensitive and that you can do gestures on, so that you can shrink and make the waveform larger. You can go into crates, you can go into playlists, you can do sorting. You can get lots of information in the waveform itself in terms of the types of frequency that are in the waveform. And then the biggest thing for me on that display is now you can fully see the entire song, and you can see all your cue points. You can name the cue points so that hey, if I know that I need to go to a slower section, I can go there. Or a more instrumental section, I can go there. Or if I definitely just want to go right to the drop, I can visually see in the waveform where I need to go to do my mix. So the display looks fantastic, looks incredibly fast, and I'm really impressed. And then the second thing that's really obvious about the SC5000 is the performance pads, of which there are 8. Now you have cue points, you can do loops and save loops, there's a slicer functionality. So you have some more performance options when you're using that media player. So, and they're backlit and they have color. So that's really impressive. But probably for me, maybe the most important function is, or one of the coolest functions, is that it actually has 2 actual outputs. So as opposed to having to buy 2 media players, you only need 1, but you can have 2 things running on it, 2 channels running on it at the same time. That's really, really impressive. And that's a huge cost saver. So now that they have this awesome media player, the SC5000, I looked at the mixer, and the mixer looks really cool, very much up to date. Still looks very similar to what Pioneer is putting out. And I'm sure it sounds amazing. I had the X1600, and I thought it was a very impressive mixer, probably the second best mixer outside of my DJ 900. And the software looks good. And again, if you look at the software and you kind of compare it against the Rekordbox, that also looks the same. So Denon's really done some really nice stuff here. What's my major concern? Cost. Each item costs $1,900. So if you want to get 2 media players and a mixer, after taxes, you're looking at roughly $6,000. And that's in the same price range as a Pioneer setup with a CDJ 2000 Nexus 2s and a DJM 900. So even though I do believe that Denon has really sort of taken the lead from a technology standpoint, although I'll still have to get my hands on it and try it. This is only, looking at the specifications on paper. I wonder if I actually had $6,000 to spend, would I really spend it on a Denon system or a Pioneer system? Keep in mind, if you're spending $6,000, you're probably a professional DJ. And if you're playing out as a professional DJ, what do you typically see? Pioneer. No disrespect to Denon, and I've said on multiple occasions, I think they make fantastic gear. But whenever I've gone out and I've seen other DJs, I've only ever seen Pioneer. I've never seen a Denon. So if I'm spending $6,000, even though Denon is probably a little bit better on the technology side, am I really going to invest $6,000 in that? I really don't know. What would I have liked to have seen? Maybe each item be $14.99, $1,500. So now, as opposed to, you're spending $6,000, now you're at the $4,500 mark versus $2,000 for a Pioneer setup. And I think that's doable. Now you're not just getting more technology, but you're also getting it at a cheaper price, which ultimately means that you're getting a greater value. So I'm interested to know, what do you think? If you had $6,000, would you buy the Denon system? Would you buy the Pioneer system? If it were $4,500, given that I do believe that Denon has sort of taken the lead on the technology side, so that's really cool. But would $4,500 make it a no-brainer? And if not, where would they need to be? So I'm still waiting to see the actual software. As soon as they make it available, I'll download it and I'll give it a shot, report back. But essentially that's my current take on the new Denon system. So I hope you found this video to be of some value. If so, please like it, comment below, ask some questions, let's talk about the new system, and subscribe. I'm putting out quite a bit of content, and I'm going to continue to do so, so come back to my channel. With that, I will say cheers. Have a great day.